he fucking retweeted it with like 3 laughing face emojis. I was like, this is fantastic.
So here's the deal.
I got like 2 new followers off that.
Yeah, well, here's the deal. You've got connections. You're going to get him on the phone.
Yeah.
You ask him if he wants to be on your podcast about how well he did. Seriously, you guys, this is a big deal. It really truly is.
Do you think you would mind?
I'll give it a shot, but I mean,
But
the chances are slim, I would imagine.
So what? I mean, you got it right.
It's not going to leave you in a worse situation.
Yeah,
than you're
right.
already in.
So unless we can't get the phones to work, so let's work on that part first.
Yeah.
Let's worry about our Skype technology first, and then
we won't be Skyping. We're not that advanced.
Or we'll just be like, come hang out in Boise for a couple days.
That's right. We can use some of Jack Black's fund money and bring him in.
Sorry,
Once
Jack
again,
Black.
my Venmo it's Eric Cole. I will be accepting any type of anything helps. I will accept the kind that jingles, but I prefer the kind that folds. Speaking of folds,
yeah. Let's unfold something.
Live at the Tri-Point Studios.
Yeah. Go.
In front of no studio audience. It's the Unfold Podcast with producer and Dwayne.
And Eric.
And
Eric today.
Eric's
Thank
also
you.
here.
Thank you, announcer, for forgetting my name.
Jeez.
I'm sorry.
I told you need to fire the guy.
He can't. He's union.
Fuck you.
He's union. We can't get rid of. We can't get rid of announcer. He's union. Plus, he's so handsome.
Well, I could argue. Sorry.
All right. So how does this work? How does Unfold
Well,
work?
Unfold. Do we have the bucket? Shit. I need to go get the bucket so you can pull it out.
Do you want
there.
me to get it?
I'll grab it.
Okay. So, the topic garden, right?
Yes.
We've already pulled our topic for this week.
Yes.
Last week.
Yes.
At the end of the episode, we will pull the topic for next week.
Okay.
So, do you have that topic from last week so we can unfold it? Do you know? Or is it?
Let me get my headset back on.
This is it.
Is that it? Okay, you found it. Good. Yes, I do have it sitting on the table. Yeah, it's right there in your hand. That's the one that you're holding right there, is it? The one that you picked up? That's the one from last week.
Okay, cool. So we'll just unfold this bad boy to remind our audience what the topic was.
Well, not just the audience. There happens to be somebody else here.
Oh, yeah. 2 of you.
Two of me.
Don't have any... No, that's not what I was saying.
What do you...
Eric doesn't know what the topic is either.
I do not.
Let me just say something before you start making excuses.
What?
I was the one making excuses last week. Now it's your turn, but let me speak.
Okay.
Remember when we said during the podcast how the biggest lie that we tell ourselves is that we don't need to write that down?
It's true.
And so then I wrote it down.
You typed it out.
Whatever, same thing.
Same thing.
Semantics, man.
So I didn't bother writing it down because I'm like, well, what the hell? I have the keys to the studio. I know where the paper is.
Fair.
So
what's your excuse?
I'm trying to think of one. Let me make one up real quick.
I can't believe this is what we're letting interrupt the person. I'm just kidding.
Dude, this is going to be a good
Just
one.
kidding.
It's
All
gonna,
right, what's the unfold
mix.
it?
So, the topic.
Okay. Do it slow because I want to try to remember it.
Title of your sex tape.
Yes.
Thank you
Definitely,
so much, Brooklyn
definitely.
Nine-Nine.
Okay. Am I
Read
supposed
it.
to read?
Slow.
It's just one word.
Damn it. Do one letter.
S.
Okay, second one.
E.
Nope. Third.
C.
Nope.
U. R.
Oh, security.
That's it.
I guessed it.
Security.
Yes, security.
So I don't know. Obviously, no idea who actually wrote the topic and what they had in mind when they wrote it. But what came to my mind was like the security as like a safe and secure type security, not like a security guard, or like your financial security, your emotional security, your physical security, like how comfortable you are, these types of things.
Right.
So,
I mean, yeah, there's lots of places you could go with security for sure. Yeah, there's emotional security.
what do you think? What do you think over there when you hear security as a topic, what comes to your mind?
Well, truth be told, the first thing that popped into my mind was me walking down the street with like 4 large men around me as my own personal security detail.
You'll get there.
That was just the initial.
Give it time.
That was interesting. Like I wouldn't mind having some security. I really don't like talking to people.
Locks on your front door could be good security.
That's not true. Yeah, that locks on your front door. But no, like feeling safe and steady. I think of financial security, how that would be a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. Security. Yeah, good question. Peace of mind. I mean, to me, that's. I think when I think of security, I think of being at peace. Really, I mean, if you're secure, if things are going well, I suppose. I don't know. Take that where you want to, but.
It came to mind. Like I was listening to a thing and I was thinking about the topic and like doing personal inventory. Eric and I have talked about this a little bit. I haven't gone into great depth of the process that we are familiar with.
Right.
But like going through personal inventory and like picking out resentments and seeing patterns and seeing how whatever it is that's going on around us is affecting us, whether it's our personal relationships, our physical relationships, our friendships. The security being one of the things that you look at. It's like your personal security and your financial security are 2 things in the process of personal inventory that we go through, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so going through all of the inventory and seeing that it's like whatever the circumstance is and it affects our security. Like it made me think about how like I'm so attached to my security, like as if my attachment to it makes it any more real,
Right.
And so like it makes me think about comfort zones, right? And you have your comfort zone. This is where I feel good. This is where I feel safe.
Mm-hmm.
But the magic is happening outside of the comfort zone, right?
Oh yeah, completely.
And so, in my head, I'm imagining like this conversation being something less about security and more about comfort zones. That's just where my head goes.
Well, I think that still ties in. Yeah, absolutely.
Who's doing it? You?
Doing what?
What
Did you hear something?
Do I have
No,
a tumor?
I didn't hear anything. It's not a tumor.
Oh God, that was great.
I don't know. I feel like magic could happen inside your comfort zone. That's why it's your comfort zone, because you're comfortable there, and like the best magicians are comfortable doing their tricks. Like you wouldn't put a first-time magician on stage at like Caesar's Palace. They have to be comfortable in their zone.
Yeah, but the people that are in Caesar's Palace have like gotten to a place where they're comfortable with discomfort.
Well, I was thinking there's 2 sides to that coin, really, because you have the security, the comfort where you need to be able to perform what you're doing, right? Then you have the other side of that, of the unknown. And so if you're staying in your comfort zone instead of getting into the unknown, excuse me, then it's hard to grow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but see, here's the thing about the unknown is that
You don't know.
it's unknown. So, like, what are you doing? What are you, in a horror movie? You're going to go try to find the source of the noise? No, let that shit stay outside. I'm going to stay comfortable and warm.
Isn't that called fear?
Yeah, and the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. So I think I'm doing pretty good.
I
Nailed it.
I think that you have to actually get out inside that bullshit. I mean, shit, this whole podcasting thing for me 3 years ago was part of that.
Well, sure.
Now I'm still uncomfortable, but I'm doing it. So does that help our argument?
I think so.
I hope.
I'm really just arguing just to take a contrary point. That's all.
Playing the devil's advocate.
That's all
and
I
that's a
wanna
good
do.
thing. Nothing
I
wrong with
like
that.
devil's advocates.
Yeah.
Except that movie was terrible.
Never seen it.
Don't.
I don't think I ever have either.
Don't.
Is that the one with what's his name?
Yep.
And her?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yep. See, we're there.
Yeah.
Was there really a what's her name and a what's his name?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's got Keanu Reeves, Al Pacino, and Charlize Theron. Theron?
I didn't know that it had... What? So Al Pacino, I knew.
Al Pacino, Keanu Reeves,
I had no idea.
and Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
Charlize, I don't know how to pronounce her name.
Her.
She's so attractive.
A woman that, like, who... somebody brought up a point on the internet that was like the basis of the movie Snow White, like the live action Snow White and the Huntsman movie that they made with her and Kristen Stewart, is that Charlize, as the queen, is upset that a mirror said that Kristen Stewart is prettier than she is. And I'm just like, that's a ridiculous premise for a movie, because there's very few women in the world better looking than like, and Kristen Stewart, you're going to get all bent out of shape. Don't get me wrong, like, she's not unattractive, but
She's obviously not secure.
I guess not.
I think she...
I'm
Way
kidding.
to tie it in there, producer.
I was trying. What can I say?
No, that's fair.
But yeah, anyway, Devil's Advocate is a terrible movie. Like, Keanu Reeves is doing a fucking stupid Southern accent, and like, you can tell that he's
Trying too hard.
like,
it's just too bad. I really like Keanu Reeves.
Not believing it.
No,
Yeah. He
and
played
he's so stiff. That's why Neo was a perfect role for him, because he just has to be a fucking automaton. You know what I mean?
And
Like,
John Wick too.
He's so goddamn stiff.
Neo. I don't know what Neo is.
The Matrix, Neo. What? You've never seen the
I've
Matrix?
seen the Matrix, but I don't know who Neo is.
Neo is the one.
Neo's the main
Mr.
guy.
Anderson.
Oh, he played Neo?
Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves was.
Oh, I just saw Keanu Reeves and a bunch of other people playing, and I'm like, okay, whatever. At the time, I didn't care for the movie.
Jesus.
Did you not care? Or
I saw him
were
on Bill
you-
and Ted's Excellent Adventure, and that's what I remembered him from before I watched The Matrix.
What about Point Blank?
Don't know what that is.
Point Break. I don't
Point
know.
Break. Don't know what that is
Point
either.
Break?
Uh-uh.
With
Keanu Reeves?
Keanu Reeves. and,
Patrick Swayze, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't it about surfing, that movie?
And bank robbing.
Bank robbing while surfing.
The
American
original.
pastime.
The original. They did
Bless
a
you.
remake
Bless
of
you.
it, and it wasn't terrible, but it was not the same at all.
You know what else isn't terrible? This guy follows me on Twitter. What's up?
That's
It's
right,
T.
that's
Diggs. Brilliant actor.
Back on topic.
Very good actor. All right. Anyway,
Yes, back on topic.
Were you really playing the devil's advocate there?
Yeah.
What? But
I mean, I'm a comedian. Venturing outside my comfort zone is what I do.
Okay.
Like, I get up on stage in front of a room full of strangers, and I'm like, here are my thoughts. I hope you think they're funny.
Right.
And if you don't, I'm going to feel like shit for a long time. Yeah, that's
That's
by
definitely
definition,
uncomfortable.
it's what we do as comedians, is we step outside our comfort zone to
Well-
try and get you into our comfort zone.
You bring up a good point, too, though. You just said, and whether this is true or not, but you mentioned that feeling like shit for a long time because
Oh,
it
yeah.
helped people, right? So,
yeah, nobody.
which-
If I bomb, if I go up there and nobody laughs at anything I say,
Right.
I am a miserable person for
Right.
days.
and it's funny.
Why am I even doing this? I'm not even funny. I shouldn't even tell jokes. Oh yeah, it's not fun.
I do that every day.
I haven't gone back up on stage since the last time I bombed hard.
Yeah, see, it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
No,
Gotta
but
get
that's
back
the
on
other
that
thing.
horse, though.
That's the other thing, though. Sometimes doing something that's really uncomfortable directs you where not to go.
Yeah.
You know, not everything directs us where to go. Sometimes we have to be pointed in the way that's you don't go there. You just don't. And for me, that's often. But it goes back to the whole security thing and feeling comfortable with yourself or not. And if you don't reach out, how are you going to know where you're comfortable?
Yeah.
I mean, that's my thought.
Do you know about lobsters at all?
Lobsters.
I'm going somewhere with this. Lobsters.
And I heard, I don't know if it's true, but I heard on Friends years ago that lobsters mate for life.
This is true.
He's her lobster. Ross and Rachel with the... Anyway, is that true? Is that a real thing?
That is a real thing. But there's another real thing that I was getting at.
They're like the cockroaches of the sea.
Well, I mean, technically that's true too.
I don't
but
know why people want to eat
bottom feeders,
lobsters
you know.
and crabs and... Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I mean, it used to be like